Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG, WTF, LOL, FTWBRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. We're playing as the WWF in the year 2002, booking our way up to the Royal Rumble, on the road to WrestleMania, and we're still in this crazy, insane invasion angle. Boy, is it getting good. Let's just jump in onto Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for Monday Night Raw, because the Royal Rumble is this week, and it's going to be fun. Let's jump in on this, guys. We got one pre-show here tonight. It gets us a solid 65C here. Subpar wrestling, little heat to it. WCW's Das Wunderkid, Alex Wright going over Spike Dudley in 6 minutes 24 seconds with the Hangman's Neckbreaker. Wright had a 56 to Spike's 55. Alex Wright's getting up there, guys. He's very promising. Spike is also improving in performance. Now, I am going to go ahead and take a drink real quick. I just got up like an hour ago. I'm a little parched. And we're about to do some dialogue, so let's open the show with The Undertaker making his way down to the ring. Music goes off. He comes racing down on the bike. Once he's in the ring, he takes the mic. Get straight to the point. And as always, nerds and geeks, shout out to my good friend Chris Omega. He's the one who writes all the Undertaker promos. It's his favorite wrestler. I let him do it because it's something he enjoys. I enjoy the promos. Hope you guys do too as well. I don't know if anyone can actually tell like a difference between me and him. If anyone has been able to tell, like without me saying it, that'd be cool if you commented below and said, "Yeah, I can see the difference between your promo and his promos." But yeah. Although this isn't exactly fair because I think I have, like, added little things in there too, so it's kind of like a mixture between us both. But anyway, let's just get into the promo. Well, I ain't gonna lie, Rock. You got me last week. I should have known better. So you know what? Enjoy it, Rock. Because come this Sunday, I'm taking that World Wrestling Federation Championship from you. You know, Rock, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You ready? You were all ready to lead and fight for the WWF. But then you and DDP had a little spat and then you became buddy-buddy with him. And Rock, that is when I started having my issues with you. You come out every week saying that you're Team WWF, yet you didn't have the balls to fight for Team WWF in the War Games. You didn't lead anybody but yourself into the main event picture. I, on the other hand, did what I do. I stepped up. Rock, you must have started drinking Kurt Angle's Kool-Aid about a friendship between the WWF and WCW is good for everybody, because you're too busy making friends with the enemy instead of listening to the orders from the general. I didn't add that in. Well, I did add that in, but I forgot to add the orders in there. Whatever. So, Rock, I'm calling you out tonight. Find yourself a tag team partner to face me and Little Brother. Why don't you ask one of your good friends? I'm sure Kurt and DDP will help your sorry ass out tonight, but not this Sunday. And then he just throws the mic down, gets back on his bike. Maybe he didn't even leave the bike and races out of there. Taker pretty much saying what he's been saying this whole time. Rock is in it for himself. He used pretty much what we're going at here. Maybe I didn't say it the best way, but pretty much the whole story here is Taker, or in Taker's mind, Rock was only using the whole team captain of the WWF to get to the point of the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And now that he's the World Wrestling Federation Champion, it's not really so much about defending Team WWF, just mostly about defending the championship. That's where we're kind of getting out here. Taker lays out a challenge, tells Rock, find yourself a partner. I don't care if it's Kurt Angle. I don't care if it's DDP. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care if you come down to the ring by yourself. You want to fight. I'm sick of this choke slams every week. I'm sick of these random rock bottoms every week. I don't want to wait till Sunday. You find me. You find yourself a partner. Come find me and baby brother in the middle of the ring. We'll settle this tonight before the Rumble. Pretty much what we're going on. Speaking of The Undertaker, he did, of course, pass selling on to his protege, Mark Jindrak, a guy who just keeps getting better and better because of The Undertaker. I guess I could say the same thing about Rhino, too, with Stone Cold. Also, the WCW United States Champion, Edge, brought to Wrestler's Court. Interesting. He was being accused of not picking up his share of the tab on a rental car. What a douche move. Judge Rock found him guilty, sentenced him to pay the full price, and Edge's behavior improved because of it. So, good. Solid A rating here with a 95. Show got off to a strong start. Crowd is hot for it. Taker came across well. All in all, good stuff. As we move on to the next segment here, probably a before the commercial break segment, as we go back to a solid C with a 63. Michael Cole's backstage with both Matt Hardy and Lita. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Cole here, and joining me at this time are Matt Hardy and the WWF Women's Champion, Lita. Guys, tonight you two face Daphne and one other member of the flock, which could be any one of those lunatics. And with you defending your WWF Women's Championship this Sunday against Daphne, you've got to be worried that even though it's supposed to be a mixed tag team match, that the other members of the flock will most likely be there as well. That's when Matt steps up and he goes, "That's why I'm here, Michael Cole. Not only am I there for moral support, not only am I there to ensure that whoever that loony Daphne picked as her partner doesn't lay a finger on Lita, but I'm also there to make sure that the other members of the flock don't get involved. That way the action stays between Lita and Daphne." And then Lita steps up to say, "And Daphne, after I get my hands on you tonight, you might not even be able to make it to the Royal Rumble. But if you do somehow get past tonight, then our title match will be under hardcore rules." And then she walks away. As they go for their match, Michael Cole being like, "Well, you heard that right there, JR. Lita laying out the challenge to Daphne. You want to make this personal? Let's go ahead and make it personal, pretty much. You know, hardcore rules. Let's go ahead and pre-book that match in, shall we?" Cool. I was going to say, have I ever been booking stuff in? And when we say hardcore rules, we really mean Aussie rules, because everybody likes to go, "Ooh, I'm not good at hardcore-based matches." Well, suck it. Actually, curiously, I want to see if Daphne's actually pretty good at hardcore matches. I still don't know why they don't like her. Like, she's got strong performance. She's got strong in-ring. She's not, like, horrible. She's average at best. Like, that's not bad at all. Her popularity's decent. I mean, it doesn't say anything about sex appeal, but she's strong on entertainment and camera, which I'm assuming camera also means sex appeal. I don't know, guys. It's super strange to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and save this in. Lita. Oh, hold on. We did this wrong. Lita's got to be on the bottom. She's the champion. That sounded wrong. WWF Women's Championship. Daphne representing the WCW. The only woman to really represent WCW. I guess Molly Holly too, but that was more of a switcheroo thing we did there. Anyway, let's jump in there. There we have that. Matt Hardy foreshadowing a heel turn. Remember, I said it could happen. We have been seeing... This is something I wish I would have done with Spike, despite, never committing to a heel turn with him, even though I probably should have. But I always kind of just thought in my head, Spike's just... I didn't really want to commit to him being a heel because it wasn't the planned feud, but maybe I should have. But anyway, that's kind of what I got going on with Matt here, because he's kind of been showing a heel tendency, so let's tease it. We might not be pulling the trigger, we might be, but I just want to make you guys know that I'm going to be trying to pay more attention to that, and if someone's going to be, teasing a heel turn, even if they're not turning heel, maybe someone else is shocking them, I want to make sure you guys know it's there. So I'm not saying Matt Hardy's turning, but there's a possibility. So don't get all hyped right away. It could be Jeff Raw, or it could be Lita. Who knows? Anyway, next segment, we go into said match here. Daphne chose Big Boss Man, obviously, or excuse me, just Boss Man. 70C+, about that had decent wrestling, but not much weighing heat. Matt and Lita go over Boss Man and Daphne when Daphne got herself intentionally disqualified while fighting Matt Hardy. Okay. We also had Perry Saturn. He got involved in attack Matt. Let's just say Boss Man did this. Even though Daphne could, I guess, but... Hey, wait. I'm not seeing anyone say, something about Daphne being shit anymore. Who knows? I don't know, guys. Maybe it's better now. Maybe we got past it. Either way, we got a bout that had decent wrestling. Oh, I already read that. So Boss Man, intentionally gets disqualified. I'd imagine Perry Saturn ran in, and that's what really got the disqualification. So we just have Boss Man and Perry Saturn beating the shit out of Matt Hardy. And then we got Daphne, who's, jumps Lita from behind with, the women's championship or something. Raven did some good work ringside, so I guess he was there too. Daphne getting better at her gimmick. Lita with a 64. Matt with a 67. Damn, Lita was better than Boss Man. Daphne with a 46 and Boss Man with a 57. There you go, Lita. We do not want to turn Matt in this feud, or in this segment, I guess. Then we go to a 73 B-, just a freestyle segment here. Flock leaves Matt and Lita knocked out in the ring. Pretty much self-explanatory, I feel. Boss Man and Perry Saturn, they're beating up on Matt, like I said. Daphne's beating up on Lita. I imagine, Daphne grabs the mic towards the end and screams at Lita, "You want hardcore, you got hardcore," or something, and maybe starts whipping her with the title belt before standing, not even standing. Actually, Perry Saturn and Boss Man, raise Daphne up on their shoulders while she's, holding the women's championship up like she just won. Raven helped Daphne, so thank you, Raven. All right, yeah, still no turn yet. As we go back to another backstage segment here, this time with the other Hardy brother, 88 solid, or not solid, 88 B+. Backstage, we see Jeff Hardy. He's warming up for his upcoming tag team match against Christian and Rhino when his tag team partner RVD walks in. The four-way Intercontinental title match gets a tag team match, pretty much. So RVD walks in. He says, "Hey, Jeff, what's up, man?" And then Jeff just looks back and says, "Hey, what's going on, Rob?" And Rob's just like, I just wanted to check on you, man. I mean, we've got a tag team match coming up, and, well, I know you've got your issues with your brother, and I'm sure it took a lot for you to stay back here while he was getting beaten down by the Flock, but, I just want to make sure your head's still in the game. And then Jeff, he stops doing what he's doing. He looks at Rob and he says, "I appreciate you checking on me, Rob. And trust me, my head is 100% in the game. Matt's problems are Matt's problems. So let's go out there and kick Christian and Rhino's asses." And RVD's like, "Hell yeah, man, let's do it." And Jeff kind of, grabs his arm, stops him before he walks out all the way, and he goes, "But Rob, like I said, my head is 100% in the game. So come the Royal Rumble, we won't be partners. And I'm walking out the Intercontinental Champion, even if I have to pin you. So no hard feelings." And then Jeff just starts walking out himself while RVD just kind of stands there looking off like, huh. Either way, though, Heyman helped RVD out. This angle got the crowd hotter. Jeff was apparently underwhelming, which that's a shame, but RVD looked good. So we go into another match here, or not another match, but another angle here. Not going right into that match, but we do get a solid A rating here with a 94. Back from commercial break, we got Scott and Rick Steiner, who are already in the ring. Scott's got a mic, and he says, "Cut the music, and you people can sit down and shut up, because Big Papa Pump has the mic, and when Freakzilla has the mic, people listen. Anyway, hey, Test, how you feeling from that double beatdown last week? Because not only did you have to face both me and my brother last week in one-on-one action, but then you and your bald partner saw what a real Steiner beatdown looked like. And come Sunday, we're going to beat you two clowns' asses. Scott Steiner, everybody. And walk away with the new WWF Tag Team Champions. And take home this Steiner. I mean, it's a little over the place because of, how bad I'm doing it. But it's fitting for Steiner. And then we're going to take him home to Shane O'Mac in the WC dub. Just pretty much a shit-talking promo, and that's when TNA's music hits and out they come, because they're not going to take the, they're not a words people. They're all action. You know what, Steiners, you want to talk? I don't want to talk. So out they come. Test has the mic, and he says, hold up. You're quick to mention the beatdown you guys gave us, but not how I beat both you and your brother last week. You know what, and at least Rick stood up and fought. But you, on the other hand, you got yourself DQ'd and then proceeded to jump me while I was down. You've got the tendency to jump me when I'm down or when my back is turned. But every time we go face to face... Did I bring this up? Yeah. Every time we go face to face, it's always you running your off and making excuses. Like you getting yourself DQ'd, for example, last week. And then Scott, he don't want to hear it. He says, "Test, shut your freaking mouth. Ain't no one want to hear you talk. That's all you do is talk. Big Papa Pump is all action. He ain't no wuss. So if you're looking for a real fight, then let's do this right here, right now." And Test just goes, "Okay." Drops the mic and he starts walking towards the ring. And we got ourselves a rematch from last week as Test and Scott Steiner are about to go to war. So we go to said match, which gets a solid 82 B rating here. Bout that had great wrestling and good heat to it. Test, that's right, nerds and geeks, Test goes on to defeat Scott Steiner in 9 minutes, 42 seconds after distraction from Trish Stratus. So the way I imagine this happening is Scott's looking good. He's beating up Test, and at one point he sees Trish Stratus. God, I got the hiccups. Sees Trish Stratus chilling. Him being the Freakzilla, Big Papa Pump. Starts, flexing like he's Rice Gum or some bullshit. Doing the nude hip swivel. Like, hey, you want some of this, Trish? And Trish is just kind of disgusted and just doesn't even want it, like kind of turns around. And Scott's like, whatever. And then he turns around, unfortunately, to get the big boot from Test. 1, 2, 3. Test beats Scott Steiner. Test with an 84. 84 to 88. He's only 4 points behind Scott. Good on you, Test. You're getting better, buddy. We jump into the next segment here, which is just probably back from another commercial break. Surprised it got an 87 B+, but, that's okay. It's just a 10-man Royal Rumble preview Battle Royal. You know how they do those, like, always the day before, or the week before the Royal Rumble or whatever. They send out a couple people and like, hey, here's a preview. So that's what we did. So we got a 10-man Battle Royal here. Al Snow, Albert, Bradshaw, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, WCW United States Champion Edge, Funaki, Hardcore Holly, Rikishi, Steve Blackman, and Triple H, all in the 10-man Battle Royal. Got us an 87 B+. I'm not sure how. Decent match. Triple H won the Battle Royal in 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Of course he won the Battle Royal. Look at his opponents in the match. Although we do have a Final Four of Edge, Albert, and Bradshaw, so kind of like, the three guys that are kind of up there right now. And Edge was the final elimination. The United States Champion was the final elimination. Bradshaw got the most eliminations over the course of the match. But Triple H won, and it's looking good for the game. Al Snow's improving in Rumble. Rikishi's improving in performance. Steve Blackman's improving in performance. And Albert is improving in technical. Good on you guys. This next segment's going to be a little weird because it's going to be how the hell did Triple H, teleport all the way to the back, but maybe he just met him. I don't know. Either way, it's happening. I wrote this before I did the Battle Royal, and then I was like, ooh, look, I have enough time for a Battle Royal, so I threw it in there. So don't judge me. Anyway, we go to a 99 A-star rating here, backstage once again with Michael Cole. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me at this time is the game, Triple H. Triple H, we just saw you in a preview Rumble, win a preview Royal Rumble, but this Sunday you'll compete in the actual Royal Rumble on behalf of the WWF. And Triple H cuts him off there and he says, cut the crap, Cole. I'm not doing this for the WWF or WCW. I'm doing this for me. And only me. 2002 is going to be my year. And it starts at the Royal Rumble. I don't care if they're WWF or WCW. If you get in my way, you're going over the top rope. And he kind of looks up and he goes, what the hell do you want? And camera pans over and we see the WWF champion, The Rock, standing there. And Rock, he goes on to say, Triple H, these people don't care about your aspirations or your goals. But The Rock will tell you one thing. If you do win the Royal Rumble, then The Rock will see your ass at WrestleMania. But scram now, because The Rock has something to say. And then Triple H, he looks a little pissed. But then again, he's Triple H, he always looks pissed. He goes, you know what, Rock? I'm going to get out of here, but not because you said so. Because I said what I wanted to say already. Because I already said what I wanted to say. But before I go, I have one more thing to say. I won't see you at WrestleMania, Rock. Because Undertaker? Oh. Okay. Well, pretty much, I guess I didn't finish off what he was going to say, but he goes on, he's pretty much saying because the Undertaker's going to win, Simple as that. So he walks off while Rock just kind of, sitting there like, all right, I see you, Triple H. And then Cole, he goes, Rock, while I got you here. And then Rock just looks at him, Cole, scram. And Cole does that, leaves the mic with the Rock. Rock has the mic in hand. He goes, Dead man, this, and he holds up the title, is the crown. This is everything in the WWF. Whoever holds this is the leader of the WWF. The face, if you will. You act like because you stepped up in a team leader position that The Rock stepped down. Nah, son. The Rock stepped up. Because I took what was stolen from me at WrestleMania. And despite Vince McMahon being part of the reason that I lost the title at Mania, I still stand tall as the leader of this company. And I will walk into the Royal Rumble and beat your undead ass. And then walk into WrestleMania and end this war once and for all. You know what? And as for your tag challenge tonight, let's just say The Rock phoned a friend from the other side. Rock's phone rings right there, and then Rock goes, "Oh, you know what?" And here he is now. And he picks it up and he says, "Oh, hello," saying hi and all that. We don't really know who it is, but he says a friend from the other side. So I guess that can insinuate that it's either Diamond Dallas Page or Kurt Angle, since Angle is like the world champion of WCW. And he walks off with the phone, and Cole's just like, "Back to you, JR." As Rock's found himself a partner. We just don't know who it is. Of course, Triple H and Stephanie have great chemistry. Rock came out looking excellent, as he always does. We jump into the next segment, which is that tag team match I mentioned earlier. Four-way tag team match. I don't know, what do you want to call it? The Intercontinental Championship, or fatal four-way tag match here. The faces versus the heels. RVD and Jeff versus Christian and Rhino. Solid 78B rating here, and about that had great wrestling and good heat. Rob Van Dam and Jeff Hardy going over Christian and Rhino in 9 minutes, 57 seconds when Jeff Hardy defeats Christian by pinfall with the Swanton Bomb. We also had Rhino turn on Christian. Jeff apparently was the weak link in this matchup, which is unfortunate, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance. He is getting better at his gimmick. He had a 74, so that's not bad, but, everyone else had 80, so I see where it's going. 74 ain't too bad, though. Rob Van Dam with an 87, Rhino with the best in the match of an 88, and Christian with an 85. So it pretty much says it how it is. I'd imagine Rhino was, looking good, maybe about to win the match, when Christian blind tags himself in there, and Rhino just gets mad and pretty much gores him instead. Like, Christian, tells Rhino, "I got this," and then turns around to get gored. As Rhino's not having it, he walks out, and RVD maybe goes up for a 5-star frog splash. Jeff tags him when he, is on the top rope. RVD hits the frog splash, and then moves out of the way immediately for Jeff to hit the Swanton. 1, 2, 3, Jeff and RVD win the match. Jeff's getting, we already read all that. It lost heat for the feud, though, which is unfortunate. Rhino is improving in technical, and that's actually pretty good. I don't know why. I mean, maybe Christian's got some technical, but that's all I can think of. This next angle, though, should help boost that story back up. But anyway, we go to an 85B+. Rock, he's standing outside waiting for his partner to arrive when a car pulls up and Rock walks up to greet and open the door, and he says, "Hey man, thanks for coming on such a short notice, but I'm glad you did." And out steps Diamond Dallas Page, if you haven't told by his picture just shining in front of you. And DDP steps out of the car, and he goes, "Oh, of course, man. I've got your back. A people's champ has got to look out for other people's champions. Now, how's about we go out there and show these supernatural brothers exactly how Diamond Dallas Page handles giants?" And Rock is just, he's having a good time. He laughs. He sees exactly what Diamond Dallas Page did there. In fact, he even says it. "I see what you did there. Let's do this, man." How he handles giants because he's feuding with the giant. Either way, TDP and Rock were fantastic. Would have been cool if they got an 85B, but this is a little short angle. DDP's developing better performance as well. So we now know who Rock's partner is going to be. WCW's Diamond Dallas Page. But before we can get into that matchup, we got a, 99 A-star rating here. Backstage, Chris Jericho, he's talking to Christian after his losing the tag team match against Jeff and RVD. And Jericho's like, "Look, man, don't beat yourself up. For one, it was mostly that jackass Rhino's fault for not being a true partner. I mean, he turned on you. Plus, that was a tag match. Come Sunday, it'll be every man for themselves in a 4-way. And trust me, Sunday is going to be our night. Not only are you walking out as the new WWF Intercontinental Champion, but yours truly is walking out the winner of the 2002 Royal Rumble and the next WWF or WCW World Champion. I haven't decided yet." And then we hear, off camera, but slowly, not really slowly, but walking into the camera soon after, "What? What?" And in walks Stone Cold, and he's like, "I'm sorry, did I hear that right? Rhino, did you hear that right? Pretty boy Chris Jericho here thinks he's going to win the Royal Rumble." And then he laughs, the Stone Cold laugh, and he's like, "Chris, let's be honest with ourselves. We got guys like myself, like Triple H, the Giant, and Goldberg, just to name a few, in this year's Royal Rumble. There ain't no way in hell you're winning the Rumble, especially when I plan on winning the damn thing for a 4th time, and that's the bottom line." But before he can even finish saying, his catchphrase, I guess that's what you want to call it, Jericho cuts him off. "You shut your mouth, Austin. Shut it. I'm sick of your bottom lines and your whats. You think I don't have a shot in the Royal Rumble? Well, you know what, Austin? You know what happens when you barge into Vitamin C's locker room with your pet protege? Rhino, took a little bit of offense to that, so he steps forward, and Jericho's like, whoa, easy. Hey, easy. Control your rhinoceros, Austin. But anyway, do you, Austin? Do you know what happens when you try to come in here and embarrass me in front of my protege slash tag team partner slash best friend, huh? Do you? Well, I'll tell you what, Stone Cold. You're not winning the Royal Rumble this year. Because I, Chris Jericho, right here, right now, promise to personally throw you over the top rope myself. And Austin, he's just got a big smile on his face, and he goes, well, I'll be damned, is that right? And then Jericho's like, you're damn right, it's right, Junior. And then Austin, he knows well, and he gives Jericho a nice little hard smack on his shoulder, and he goes, I'll be waiting to watch you try then. And he walks out, and we got a little bit of a Rumble feud here between Jericho and Austin. Jericho not happy that Austin doesn't think he has a chance. And now he's apparently going to throw him over himself. There we go, though. Nice little segment there, just to kind of hype up the Royal Rumble. Nothing too shabby. Austin was great, gained heat for all the storyline, so thank you for that. And I think we're going to be jumping into the main event here now. Indeed, we are. Solid 77B rating here. In an exceptional match, the Brothers of Destruction go to a draw. We got a draw here with The Rock and Diamond Dallas Page. 13 minutes, 5 seconds later when we had the match descend into chaos, after we had Jericho, Austin, Triple H, The Giant, most likely a bunch of other people because this is your typical Royal Rumble ending where everyone just runs out. Most likely The Giant first because he's got beef with DDP. I'd imagine, then everybody else starts running out. Maybe Triple H or Austin comes out. And Jericho comes out because he's not down with Austin right now. We got pretty much a whole Rumble schmage going on right about now. So that's pretty much the ending to this match. Exceptional match. Everyone's going back and forth, but no clear ending because everyone wants to make sure that they look strong going into the Royal Rumble. Kane with an in-ring performance of an 87. The Undertaker with a 99. DDP with an 80. The Rock with a 97. Giant storyline progressed. Unfortunately, the Royal Rumble and Rock and Taker lost heat. I'm sure this next segment will help out a little bit as we go into our next segment with a solid 94A rating here. Pretty much exactly what I just said. Royal Rumble schmage going on. We got Taker, Kane, Rock, Austin, Triple H, Jericho, Giant, DDP. Probably more people in there as well who are in the Royal Rumble. Guys like TNA, maybe the Steiners. Everybody's here. They're all brawling, throwing each other out of there. It pretty much ends with Kane and the Undertaker, or maybe The Rock tossing Kane out of the ring or something, or hitting him with the rock bottom, and then turns around and gets like a choke slam or a last ride from the Undertaker as he stands tall to end off the show, making it look like he's going to win. And if you've ever seen any WWE pay-per-view, I guess the rumor has it that the person that looks strong doesn't win, so who knows, maybe Taker's not winning now. It's kind of true when you think about it, though, but there's also been times where it's not true, but it's usually true, I guess we can say. Either way, The Undertaker looked good. Apparently, it deserved better color commentary. Come on, King, step it up. Kane came across well. Rock was fantastic. Austin was excellent. Jericho was good. DDP came across well. Gained heat for every storyline. I don't believe there's going to be any worker improvements. We end off the show. We got a 88 B+ rating for the show, increasing our popularity in 2 regions. Probably some regions out there in some foreign area. ODB does not look like ODB in that picture. Decisions. I don't think I'm hiring someone, but if I am, it's not someone close. Apparently Michael Reigns quits ECCW. And John Cena apparently is the best young prospect in wrestling today. And apparently CM Punk is going to be a big success in IWA MS over here. What do we got over here, though? Ooh, Hardcore Holly. You mean to book me more strongly so I can get more momentum going. Okay, Hardcore Holly. You're on my priority list. This doesn't help your case, Hardcore Holly. Austin goes on to say Hardcore Holly's too clumsy in my opinion. He's going to end up hurting someone badly. But then again, we got The Undertaker saying Jeff Hardy's going to be a star and he's worth pushing hard. Thank you, Taker. I bet that made freaking Chris just cream in his pants. What do we got here? Oh, lovely. An incident involving Triple H. I wonder what this is going to be. It's a steroid thing. Okay, thank God. I was about to be pissed if it was something else. You're unhappy? I'm sorry. Oh, look, X-Pac's unhappy. Oh, that sucks. Shane's unhappy. Whatever. Stephanie's unhappy. Okay. I don't care. Like, at all. Okay? And I'm not giving you money because you're upset. It's not happening. So just piss off. Let's check out storylines real quick. So we got a B, 81B for the Intercontinental storyline, which will most likely stay that way. 62C for Kidman and Vampiro. 53C- for Bradshaw and Raven. 83B plus for DDP and Giant. 80B for Edge and Palumbo. 52D plus for the R2D2, whatever. Right 2 Censor storyline. 55C- for Too Cool and Boogie Nights. 89A for Angle and Benoit. 82B for Storm and Eddie. 69C plus, not too bad, for Lita and Daphne. 77B for Power Plant and Canyon and Morris. Royal Rumble's got an 84B plus. TNA and Steiner Brothers got an 86B, and Rock and Taker with an 80B. Not too shabby, not too shabby. That's going to be the end of this episode, though, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor. Leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't done already. As always, my name has been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Instagrams, all the social medias out there to help the channel grow. Greatly would appreciate it. Can't do this without you guys. And as always, I will see you guys for Thursday Night Nitro as we continue on to book our way to the Royal Rumble. Hopefully it'll be out this week, but I'm not going to make any promises. But I'm certain it will, because usually once I get Raw out of the way, everything else goes pretty quickly. Either way, guys, I'm rambling too much. Again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.